Okay, I started it. Huh? Okay.
On Alan Wake.
Oh shit. Okay, can you see it? Yeah. Then I'll start smiling.
Previously on
Okay,
Alan
this.
Wake.
Okay, this. Shh. This is
I came to
it.
Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2. Taken. So I think this is before everything happened.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst
wouldn't
weather
be
I've ever
taken.
seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but
She
these
just called me
shots are
handsome,
turning out
too.
great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on. Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow. Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you seemed
not a
to think
kid.
so last night.
It's a grown ass man.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them.
Yeah,
Which,
for sure,
by
yeah.
the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time.
Oh.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely
fuck?
dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Oh.
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here.
Oh yeah.
I'm on it.
By the way, she has a fear of the dark.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Pointing that shit in her
Don't
face.
worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No.
I love you too.
Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Ew, they're not even kissing. Not even touching. Who kisses like that?
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Just ask me that 2 seconds after you asked me the first question.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, if the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
Yeah,
I'll
you
let
for
get
sure
on
don't
with
care.
it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job.
What's up, late? Oh,
She can locate your wife.
wait, who am I looking for? Sarah?
For testing the lights, Miss Weaver.
Sarah Baker, Sheriff.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The
Give me
battery
the
is
desk
dead.
phone.
It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not
Why are you
sure.
yelling at me,
I can't
bitch?
remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National
Mr.
Park.
Wake, can I help
There's a
you
spot
with
called
anything?
Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light?
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on
There's
the
a
left.
lot of like hints to the darkness in this game. Everything is focused on how dark it is and how darkness is bad. That guy was asking me about to turn the lights on, and then the girl, she's scared of the dark.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station.
Where is
There
it
was
at?
something for me in an abandoned car.
There's a hole in the fence in the abandoned police station. Where's it at? Oh, it's right there. Damn, what's wrong with you?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week. You and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
How I exit. Oh, shit.
There is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Okay, what I'm thinking
Marvelous, Sarah.
is okay. So early in the story, right? Let me give it some context. So what's going on is that earlier in the story. Oh, hold on, that's
I'd like to
that's
leave.
bullshit ass.
Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk
Am
about...
I under arrest?
No, of course not.
but I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Ooh.
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Punch his
Get me
ass.
out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Okay.
I
So
had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very
Okay.
nice girl.
So
and
okay. Let me wait. Okay, so the context, right? The context is that I'm a writer and I came here for a vacation. And I went to a lodge, right? And we rented out some guy gave us a I don't know who set it up. I think it was Barry that set it up for us. And supposedly we're going to this lodge. And when we were going to this lodge, we went there and then the light was out, right? So it was dark when we got there and the power was out. There was an old generator there, super old, super duper old generator, right? And I had to turn it on and everything, and I turned it on and then I turned on the lights. And then we started arguing because she had got me a typewriter, which is what you saw in the previously on LA. You seen how there was a typewriter behind them and they were arguing. He then left because he needed to be alone, and he knew that she was afraid of the dark, so he knew that she wouldn't follow her, right? He wouldn't follow her into the dark because it's too dark, and she's scared of the dark. She has the fear of the darkness, and when that happened, the power went out again, right? And then when he ran back because he heard her yelling, she fell into a river. She had broken through the wood fencing that was because it was like on the lake, right? It was on the lake, and there was like the wood fencing, and it broke, like because I guess she ran into it, something pulled her into it, something pushed her into it, whatever. But it broke, and she fell in, and she was dying. Then he dived in. That's what we seen at the start, that he dived in to get her. And then after that, he woke up and he was in a car crash. So he was in a car crash. When he dived in the water, he just woke up and he was in the car crash, and then he came out, and then he had to fight these ghost beings. But at the very actually let me give you the ghost beings are from the very start of the game. The very start of the game was a dream he had, a bad dream he had when they were on the way to there, and it was about these ghost people, and he said that it was from one of his books that he was writing. It was one of the characters, and he was so involved in his character that I think it goes to his dreams, and it tries to hurt him. And to get away from them, you had to go to the light. And there was like this magical being, like it was like God talking to him, telling him what to do and to point the light at it. And then, when you point the light at it, it gets weaker, but like the darkness still consumes them, so you still have to kill them with a gun. So it was just telling him how to kill the dark beings. And then now we're going back to where we were. He had to kill. We had to go through all these dark beings, and they were all, you know, it was just a lot of them of the same people. It's the same thing, and they all look like the guy he knows. But then once after the car crash, he had to get to this. He had to get to the gas station that he's seen because it was the only form of light, and it was dead at night, and that's it. And it was just the dark beings in front of him, and he had to kill them, and then he had to get to the gas station. When he got to the gas station after killing all the dark beings and everything, honestly, it was pretty scary. This is like a fucking horror game. After he got to the gas station, the TV, there's a bright ass light, and then there was just, it came from a TV. You seen how when I walked into the thing and it showed him the TV? Yeah, the same thing happened, but with the other thing, with the at the start, and it showed him again, but he was talking like a crazy guy, like how he was just now talking about himself, like, oh, I had to save her. I'm writing. I have to keep on writing. I have to save her, and I have to, you know, and what my theory is that this is all his story, and he's gotten so in, you know, but oh, let me go back. I fucking skipped everything. Yeah, so that showed. No, I didn't. So that showed, and then it showed him being like a crazy guy, right? And then he called the people because there was a phone in there. He called the sheriff, and when the sheriff found him, he was like, "Oh, my wife was at me and my wife were at this lodge and everything." And then he told him what lodge it was, and then the sheriff was like, "Oh, that lodge hasn't been like it's fucked up. Like that lodge has been fucked up since the 70s, since it erupted." Since the volcano erupted. So he went to that lodge and it didn't exist when he went back, when he got picked up by the sheriff. That night he went back to the lodge and it wasn't there. So now he's fucking confused and now he thinks he's crazy and then well while he was going there, while he was going to the gas station, he would see these papers on the floor and they were of his story of what was going on in the moment that he was in. So they're called manuscripts. They're right there. It says right there, manuscripts. And there was some on the floor, and he would pick them up, and it was the story of him what he was doing as he was doing it. And when you read them, it would be about do I have it right here? No. Oh, right here. Look. So look, I'm gonna show you right now. So it says the title of the man. This is what you found when you went right outside of the
Departure by Alan Wake.
When we got right at the car crash. This is what we saw right after we got to the car crash, and then this is what he was planning on writing. So this is the title of the book he was planning on writing, but he hasn't wrote it yet. So it was weird that he found it on the floor because he hasn't wrote it. And then we found the next page.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
So while this is happening, he's in it, like he's experiencing it. So while he's picking up these pages, it's happening in front of him. And what I'm thinking is that this is his whole story, and this would be a really intricate plot. That this guy is going crazy and he's finding pages of the book that he's writing. But he doesn't know he's writing. He's going so crazy that he's in the book itself. So my theory is that we're just in his book and he's going nuts and he's just writing it and we're just there. He's so crazy about his story that we're just in the story. So now let's continue.
A fan. She even
Now
has
that you're
a
caught
fan
up.
site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Wait, he said he's been missing a week? He said he was missing a whole week?
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually,
He said he was missing a whole week.
Would you mind grabbing the registration form from
He said,
the
I'm
desk?
missing a week.
It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
So,
What happened?
he's been missing a whole week.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
So, he's been missing a week, but he woke up in that car crash.
Hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you stay.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air.
Okay.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend, and I'm worried.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
that you're
finish it. I'm
right
probably
in
just gonna
the
finish
head.
this episode to get off.
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Bless you. Bless you.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over
So
again.
I think you're gonna be, yeah. See how my flashlight's okay. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. Okay, I can switch off. I can switch on and off lights now, which is kind of scary. I gotta head to Lover's Peak, so.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
I can use the car.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Okay. Oh, manuscript page.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
And you see how it's literally saying what he's going through.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them.
Wait. He's speaking in first person. So this is a non-fiction narrative. This is something that's happened. But he's speaking like it's a story, like it's already happened. Huh. Oh my god. Hey, I'm straight. Close the door, close the door, close the door, close the door. What's going on? Oh no. That's the sound of when you hear the shadow people. I think. Here's Lover's Peak. Okay. Oh shit. Oh. Another manuscript. Look, alright, this one's gonna tell me more of what I'm
The
doing.
air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
What the fuck? So this is even before I get to the visitor center. You see how, look, this is the visitor center. So look, we know exactly what's about to happen. Oh, he's having flashbacks.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Look, see, listen.
Rusty, hang on! They're coming! Please, help me!
It's happening exactly as he's reading it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear your ass. Shut up.
Please, help! Back here. I'm back here. Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key. Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Where's the door to the thing? Where's the door to the office? Oh, that one. I'm just leaving him there?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
And I know that because the light is what really fucks it up. That's what weakens it. It's light. The manuscript page. I'm reading it now.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the
Okay, I don't want to see. The thing is, but it like it spoils it. So it sucks that it spoils it for me. Now I know what's gonna happen later.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
I gotta run back. Shit. I knew it. I fucking
was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Look at that. Bitch. Get beat. Oh, look, there's more of them. Look, see, look, it pops them when I give them enough light. Oh, bitch. That shit. God damn it.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
What the fuck?
Please don't feed the animals.
What?
Fishing for those prisoners who purchase a park fishing license.
Wait, so it consumed him. What the fuck is fast?
Rusty, no! Never approach closer than 100 yards. Two bears and wolves never approach any other. Pets must be leashed. Of all kinds. Never leave your pet unattended.
I see no shorts.
It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical.
Why is he so fast?
From the park grounds. This includes even.
You can turn it off now. It's fine.
Fuck that, I'm not taking no chances. Oh my god, of course it's Lord. Alright, hold on. Fuck. I'm buzzing the stream. Hold up. it, I knew it. Alright. Wait. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay. He's actually hella scary. I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen him, like, it was scary because it was super loud in my ear. Not that scary anymore because I got used to him, but... so creepy. It's so like ominous. Ooh, light. This heals you. When you're under the light, it heals you. And I wonder why it's healing me. It's almost like I'm gonna fight another thing.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Okay. Okay, well now we have...
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Oh, wow. So he just confesses to shit like that. So we really get an insight into people's minds. Like, so you see how there's so much light around here, bro? It's healing me for a reason. About to run into some crazy shit.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
That's insane. His hat. Oh my fucking god, that scared the shit out of me. Ow, what the fuck did they hit me with? Ow, who else is hitting me? Oh, you little shit. I'm out of ammo? Fuck. How do I switch weapons? I don't have ammo. I don't have ammo. Run, pussy, run! Run, motherfucker, run! Ah! I run out of ammo. How do I have no ammo left?
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
I need to save my bullets. I hate that. I hate how when it gets all foggy and it gets all dark, you don't know where people are. Wait, I need to go back up there. Is there ammo for me up here? Oh my god, you weirdo. I have no batteries, I have no batteries. Out of fucking nowhere. No, I haven't. Felled by lightning in 1937. Rocky Mount Douglas Fir. Whatever that shit says. About 20 years old. Local legends. Stretched beyond the stars after it fell. Measured to be 66 meters tall and nearly record length. Dodging that shit. On there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Mom, can you ask him if he has an extra ticket? Cause it's gonna, I don't know. It's weirder for me if I ask.
It's not.
I wouldn't like to do that. That's like out of the.
Seguramente sí va a haber, hijo.
Like,
Even if I don't go, you can go with her.
why would you not go?
Por el,
No. Why? It's too much?
Probably.
It's probably gonna get you irritated, huh? It's gonna get you irritated?
And then I can tell, like...
Yeah, doesn't everything get sensitive?
Huh?
Doesn't everything get sensitive, like your whole body? Like your ears?
No, everything.
No, you just get irritated, huh?
Everything.
It's gonna irritate you.
And it's just starting, so I know if one day or two more, it's gonna be super heavy, so...
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have to go. You guys can go with him.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna be standing.
Yeah, and it's gonna be standing, so that's why. So don't worry. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Let's wait until Sunday morning.
Okay. Morning?
Yeah.
It starts at 4:30. Isn't it better like set tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll find out
I'll tell her
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
and then it depends. And
Okay.
then you guys can go.
Babe. Babe, I'm sorry for waking you up. I'm sorry for waking you up, but I have a question for you.